What's up, everybody? So today we're going to break down my song Memory. We're going to look at my project, file, kind of go through the sounds, and just kind of show you how I made certain things and my thought process and creative process. So let's dive into it. Alright, so the first section. So this is sort of the intro for the song, and it's comprised of a chord progression with a bunch of layers. So we have the main element, which I think is the piano. And this is a piano I like a lot, and I use this on a lot of my songs. So this just makes a piano feel a bit more warm and natural compared to a lot of software instruments out there. You control sort of like the hammer, the pedal, the noise, so it's just like the feelings of like an intimate felt piano when like the key, when like the things hit the things. So it just sounds nice, and you can control the tone here if you want it to sound a little bit more rock, like obviously so I'm around -9 for that. So then we have a lead, which I like a lot. So that's sort of like the intro 4 bars, and then let's see what else we have here. Obviously we have a ton of layers of ambiance. So we have that really gives it that ethereal, like vast sort of soundscapey sounds, and I think each of them is layered with Valhalla Shimmer, definitely my go-to reverb that makes things feel all sparkly and nice. And then we have a chime here that has delay and shimmer on it, more shimmer, some EQing and some echo. So let's go. These things that are happening here. We have so that's just a normal like stabby sort of vocal hit, layered with a kind of perky loop bell thing, and then a sustained vocal sound. And all three of those together actually form a chord, so it's so in this part we have this synth lead, which is essentially carries the whole track. This is the main kind of component here, and this is a silent. Slight attack here to give it that plucky feel, but not too stabby. And obviously, like if you look over here, there's tons of processing on that. So if we were to, let's just remove everything here. It sounds really dull. So we have a compressor, OTT, EQ, shimmer, soothe, RC20, more EQ, kickstart, and echo. There's probably a better way to do all that, but I think it sounded pretty nice in the end. So then this part we have some nice stuff going on here, so let's dissect it. We have this pluck. And that was a Diva preset that I found somewhere. And then this guy is some sort of sample that I put into a sampler. And I chopped it up. Yeah, so what else do we have here that I can show? I don't know what this is. Whoa. Yeah, I forgot what that was. I forgot how I made that. Kind of cool though. Gives it an interesting feel. Some chopped up guitar right here. So here is essentially the same sort of lead that you heard before, but it's a little bit more in your face. It's also paired with a sort of a chordy synth. So that's cool. Then we get a bass line that is it's not really a typical bass line with my music. I kind of tend to do sustained notes, but this is more of a kind of rhythmic sort of groove. So like that thing's happening. And then we have, I was pretty satisfied with these drums, to be honest. There was a lot of tweaking happening, but I think the snare specifically took me a while to really hone down. Where is it? It's so simple, but like in the mix, it sounds really like full, I think. Yeah, and doing little kind of variations here to make little fills happen throughout the drop to keep interest. So and obviously a bunch of shakers and loopers and some nature sounds. And I think for the vocals I used a combination of, I think, different sounds. I think some are arcade, some are splice, some are YouTube. Sound that I like a lot in this. It's an electric piano, but there's so much happening here. You could see. Let me just remove all this so you could get a feel for what it sounds like without it. So here it is. Very average sounding. But then you add all these effects: reverb, little saturation, distortion, delay, tremolo. And now it sounds like a totally different thing. And I think that's kind of the meat of everything here. And then the second drop kind of does the same as the first, but has a few different elements in it. But yeah, as you can see, my project is very unorganized here. I've been trying to make things a little bit more organized. If I want to be showing these things, I think it could be helpful. But it doesn't matter if you're organized or not. It's really just whatever works for you. So this works for me. We have 150 tracks. Kind of wild. People would think it's kind of a crazy thing to have that many, but it's my flow. But yeah, so if you like this, let me know. I could definitely tweak the way I do these. I want to know if this is of interest. But yeah, that's how I made my song.